Oh, hi, Mark.
We're not starting it with that every time.
Every single time.
No, we're not.
We're talking about how we're going to start the podcast every single time with, oh, hi, Mark.
From the room. We're not.
Yeah.
It's not. I haven't even seen the room. I know the reference, but I haven't seen it. So
Neither, but
Yeah.
no. It's like
just
what I use every day. Every day I use that quote.
to your customers at Connor.
Oh, hi, Mark. My name's fucking Jenny. What are you talking about?
I'm trying to buy some pants for my son. Can we?
Yeah. Well, welcome to episode 2.
Episode 2.
You know what they say, Aaron?
What?
They never make a third because they ruined it on the second.
Isn't that seasons for a show?
Yeah, and like movies and shit.
Not episodes. Otherwise, there'll be no shows ever.
Oh, true.
The second episode.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. We have so much shit to talk about, Aaron.
Do we?
Yeah, so much shit. But before we get to that, I think we need to say thank you to everyone who watched the first episode. First of all,
Yes, definitely. That went
well.
really well. Went way better than I thought it was.
I thought there was only like 3 friends who actually take the time to
exactly
like watch it, but no, I should have more faith in you guys. You guys are amazing.
Yeah.
All of you who not only took the time to listen to it, but who took the time to like message us.
Yeah. Well, I got a couple of messages of people saying they enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Really good. I think last time I checked, it was 130 something views on it.
Oh, really?
No, I definitely don't have 130 something friends. So
Where did that come from? It's just
don't
me
know.
refreshing the page over and over.
I've watched it about 6 times, so that's clicked up the numbers. I just
Yeah.
want to apologize in advance. I have a cold that has just broken through the surface in the past couple of days. So if I sound
Fresh.
croaky and blocked up and you hear me coughing up my lungs in this episode, I just want to apologize to the listeners.
You don't have to apologize. You get sick. You're allowed to get sick.
I know, but the whole point of this podcast is for people to listen. Not
Yeah.
me going like right into the microphone.
Mate, if you got to do that, do it right into the microphone. Don't try and don't avoid
Don't
it.
try and infect everyone through your headphones.
Exactly. You need to embrace it. That it gives it a sense of reality. Gives the podcast a sense of reality
Some
when
depth,
you bring in some
dimension.
realistic like sickness and when I mention how like all the time, it brings reality. I say that in real life. I'll just say it in the podcast. Why not?
Just like. Just like
Say
it up.
it.
No, I did notice that last episode.
I was really getting pissed at myself. Like I feel bad for everyone who listened. I say like a lot.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize.
I do it a lot, but
Not as much as
Not as
me.
much
I
as you.
said
I
it
did
like
notice that.
5 times in one sentence.
yeah, it was near the end. I was like, oh, there are other words.
That is.
I'm gonna
fucking-
buy you a thesaurus for your birthday.
Yeah, exactly. But another positive coming out of the podcast. I can improve myself.
Exactly. I'm a better person now.
Like, no, I'm not. Stop.
And the sound issues, hopefully,
Next.
are fixed. We don't know. We'll find out at the end of this episode when we listen back.
but you guys didn't care anyway. But we care.
Yeah.
We want it to be. We want it to be nice and crisp.
Nice and crispy and clear
Yeah, exactly.
and pretty.
Last episode we left with like a little teaser, like a little clickbait for this episode, and I don't think anyone cared about it.
Yeah, I don't
but
think
I cared
anyone
about
remembers it.
What am I wearing on my head, Aaron?
You're wearing a. If you did listen to last week's episode, you would have heard me say Hugglepuff, which made me want to die a little inside because I've watched the Harry Potter movies and I should know better. But Jake is right now wearing a Hufflepuff beanie,
Correct.
and we got into a conversation about it. How do you work out what house you're in?
Mm-hmm.
And my question was, as someone who's seen the Harry Potter franchise, who the fuck buys the Hufflepuff beanie out of all the different houses?
My response: the guy who got sorted into the fucking Hufflepuff house.
Yeah.
All right.
So right now, we're about to find out what house I'm in because I've never done this, never had an interest in doing this. But we're about to find out where I'm truly meant to be in life.
It's gonna be great. If you get Hufflepuff, I'm making you buy a beanie from JJ's. Not sponsored.
I would say
Alright.
I don't have the money to buy a beanie from JJ's, but it's more I just don't want to.
I could try and get you a discount.
You don't work at JJ's.
I know, but when we're tight down at Cherney. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say this. They might get in trouble, but I get 60% off at YD. I don't work at YD.
Wait, but where you work, is it like in association with YD? Are you like a joint business? Is it like a sister company?
Yes.
Well, then that's why.
But no, like you don't use my code.
Oh,
it's just because we're like friends with them. We're not supposed to get.
So it's just you as a person.
Yeah, getting a 60%.
60% off.
You know that blue jacket that I wore?
Yeah.
$130.
Yeah.
Okay, and I bought chinos for $100. So all up, that purchase was $230 usually.
Yeah.
I got it for $91, which is still a lot of fucking money. But $230 to $91, that's like, you know, you're doing good. Anyway,
I know who I'm going. I've worn the same suit since year 10, so I'm not looking for. And I literally, people would know. If you know me and you're listening to this, you know exactly what I'm talking about when I say that I don't. My wardrobe consists of 5 shirts and 2 pairs of pants. And it's in my car right now. I take my entire wardrobe where I go because it's just like a normal changing. A normal person's change of clothes is the only clothes I wear.
And soon to be Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff.
Yeah.
Or maybe not. Maybe I'm a prick. Maybe I'm Slytherin. Or maybe I'm just Ravenclaw and no one gives a shit about me.
Hey, I used to be Ravenclaw. All right.
What?
I'm like,
so the first quiz you did said Ravenclaw, and the second quiz you did
that was ages ago.
How do you change? Isn't it like?
I think no, because it's based on like questions. So like your answers might change.
Yeah, but in the movies they don't ask questions.
Yeah, but this is not fucking. We're not living in a magical world where a sorting hat's like Gryffindor.
Hence why I'm not spending money to buy a Hufflepuff beanie in case I'm in the house Hufflepuff.
Aaron,
Okay.
You've made it to Hogwarts.
Of course I have.
Which means you've already bought a wand from Ollivanders. What material is at its core? Is it a phoenix feather, a dragon heartstring, or unicorn hair?
Oh. I haven't watched Harry Potter in a long time.
They're the 3 answers that you can give.
Is it like, should I know an answer or what sounds cool?
What do you think?
A dragon heartstring. Funky as fuck. That kind of sounds evil. Oh, I think I know where this is heading.
During the end of your, this is so BuzzFeed,
this is BuzzFeed.
delivering the goods.
Didn't you say there
Usually
was
you do
like a
Pottermore,
yeah,
but like you have to create an account.
What?
Yeah, we could have planned it,
no.
but like
BuzzFeed.
no.
We can do do a whole episode of just us doing BuzzFeed quizzes.
Let's do it. Episode 10.
Oh, like a special episode.
Special episode. BuzzFeed. During the end of your exams, you notice that one of your classmates was using an enchanted quill.
Oh, prick.
You come top of the class anyway. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
But they are second. You do. Tell the professor immediately. Cheating is wrong, no matter what. Nothing. But if I hadn't come top of the class, I definitely would have told the professor. Encourage the other students to admit what they'd done to the professor. Give them a high five for managing to sneak the quill into the exam.
Gotta take him out back and, you want to take this outside, champion? You know, okay. Your enchanted quill might be helpful in there, but nothing's going to stop these 1-2 punches.
Oh, okay. Is that a...
No, it's not. I'm just in real life.
High five.
I was about to say
a different kind of
left, right, good night, if you know what I mean.
Okay. Encourage the others. Encourage. I'm doing like quotes because it's like with maybe some violence to make the students tell the professor.
Wait,
what they
is it encourage the student to own up, or tell the other students?
No, encourage the bad. Oh, what? No, encourage the bad student to own up.
Own up.
Yeah.
I'll probably just rat on him. Fuck it.
Right? Okay. Tell the professor immediately you're a cuck. Not you. This is what you say. You say you're a cuck.
He's a cuck. Oh, tell the professor he's a cuck.
No, God no.
That's not gonna go.
You gotta brown nose it all the way. All the way.
See that cuck over there? You know what to do.
You would be most hurt if a person called you weak, ignorant, unkind, or boring.
Oh, boring.
Same.
Boring. Yeah,
Same.
You can be nice, but
I don't care if I'm weak. Like, I know I'm not weak. Like, shut the fuck up. Ignorant, like...
I know I'm weak.
Sure.
I'll come to terms with the fact that I'm weak.
Exactly.
Ignorant, Like,
I don't even know what that word means.
your opinion doesn't really matter.
kind of like- It's alright. I don't care.
Boring. I couldn't give a shit about anything else. But if you can't hold a crowd,
Yeah.
go home.
You're locked in a duel with a skilled opponent. So me. They fire an unknown spell at you, and you shout, Expelliarmus. Protego. How that's pronounced. Tell me.
As it's spelled.
Stupefy. Or Crucio.
This is like a
Or
question
Crucio.
where I remember when I first watched just a little
You don't know any of this
side. No, I couldn't have a fucking idea. But just a little side anecdote. When I first watched, and when I say when I first watched it, this was like 2 years ago. Because
Yeah.
I was quite late on the whole Harry Potter bandwagon.
Fine. So was I, actually.
And
Not that
it was
late.
weird. I'd watched the only Harry Potter movie I'd watched before like 2 years ago
Hmm.
was Prisoner of Azkaban.
Okay.
And it's when I say it's the only one, like I watched it over and over and over and over. But no other Harry Potter movie whatsoever. So I was like, oh, no, enough's enough. Let's see what all the raves about.
Yeah.
Way after it's popular. And I sat down and watched all of them and got like fully addicted and ended up looking up. I was like 2 years ago. So I was like 16, 17.
Yeah, so you weren't that young.
No, I wasn't young whatsoever.
Yeah.
I was looking up what all the spells in
Okay.
Harry Potter meant. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, cool, that does that. And that.
Yeah.
Fucking no idea. So let's say, what was the last one?
Crucio.
Yeah, that one. Go for that.
Cool.
The end thing, it's not going to be like what house I'm in. It's like, you're
What-
too dumb to come to Hogwarts.
Yeah. You're not a fucking wizard. It's your 5th year at Hogwarts, and you've just received a howler from your parents. What for? So do you know what a howler is?
Fuck no. What?
It's an owl where it's like a letter that like yells at you,
For what? Why?
like or talks to you. I think.
Okay.
Like it's like a letter that opens up and it's like.
Yeah.
"Blah, blah,
Oh,
blah."
that's what. Oh, yeah.
It happened to Ron.
Yeah, that's the one.
All right. So what for? Sneaking into the Forbidden Forest at night on a dare, getting caught cheating in my divination (OWL) or L, being put in detention after I was caught in the library after hours.
Some Hermione shit.
that's Leviosa. Nothing. I'd never do anything to warrant a howler.
Sorry, if you hear noise, it is me mucking around with my mic again. I'm just not happy with everything. Probably the Enchanted Forest one.
Yeah.
I'm always up for a laugh.
Okay.
For a bit of banter.
I'll
I'll do anything for
This is a
money.
big quiz. This might go for the whole thing.
How much is it? How many questions?
The fuck, BuzzFeed?
How many questions?
Not that much. Oh. Alright. Let's just really go through them. Which of these Dumbledore quotations speaks to you? Pity the living and above all, those who live without love.
No, fuck this. Okay, just read the question and I'll say which number.
Okay.
Third answer.
Alright.
Okay.
Which of these most accurately describes your relationship with your closest friends?
Oh, the second one, obviously.
Which of
Okay,
your
that
skills
was good.
which of these skills are you most proud of?
The second one again. What was it?
The first Quidditch match of the season is approaching and you can't wait to get involved. What role are you playing?
The guy who gets the fast one. Like what Harry Potter?
Just fucking say.
The fourth one.
Okay.
Was that right?
No.
Ah.
You're allowed a pet at Hogwarts, an owl, a cat, a toad. Which do you bring?
Cat.
It's Saturday, you finished your homework and you have some free time. You decide to spend some time away from your common room. Where do you go?
Strippers. I mean,
The fourth.
first one.
That,
Oh, what was it? Like?
it was the Forbidden Forest.
Oh,
So it
Yeah,
makes sense
obviously.
to get, like what?
Shit.
Oh no.
Oh. Sorry.
This is
I'm
where
not used to the setup.
This is where everything. Oh no, my mic is like.
My mic's drooping as well. This might be.
This is where. This is where everything. falls.
Literally everything. My mic is.
What would you see in the mirror of?
No.
Arised.
Hmm? Sorry,
Just
my mic is slowly
say a number
ending up
between
in my
1
lap.
and 4.
4.
Choose a deathly hello. 1 and 3.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to try and change my mic. 3.
Which path do you intend to follow after leaving Hogwarts? 1 to 4.
1.
And finally, we know that the Sorting Hat takes into account your preferences. So, which Hogwarts house do you feel you identify with most closely? Hugs?
Hugglepuff sound.
Half Hugglepuff? You're 36% Gryffindor. So you're Gryffindor.
What's the rest?
You're Gryffindor. You're 36% Gryffindor, 24% Hufflepuff, 21% Ravenclaw, and 19% Slytherin. Congratulations. BuzzFeed, get shorter quizzes. Holy shit. Alright. I'm fixing my mic as well. If you hear actually, I might just mute this in post. No, I won't. Then they'll just.
Just mute your mic now and I'll just add like. Okay, so just you and me, guys. Jake's such a fucking ass. Oh. What's happened? I will commentate this because this is really. We've changed the layout of our room to make it a little bit better for us. And I hope that my sound is coming up because I would not have an idea. Okay. So what's happened is we have this shitty fold out plastic table that our mics are clamped to with our mic stands. And it did not cost you any money, Jay. Shut the fuck up. $40? You got ripped off, champion. BuzzFeed's fucked you over again. What's happened is because it's plastic and flimsy, when you clamp the mics to it, the clamps just bend the plastic and the mic ends up knocking yourself in your gear. So we've put little planks of wood under our clamps to try and offer some support. And what happened is, oh my god,
Holding it.
you muted, mate.
I'm going to hold it.
So Jake's given up. What's happened is I kicked the table because I'm not used to this new setup, which then involved all of the mic stands falling down. So all that racket you heard was me trying to put my mic stand on, and then just then was Jake trying to put his on. He's given up, and now he's just holding.
To be fair, that whole fuck up just then of just me was my fault. I screwed it the wrong way. It's usually righty tighty, lefty loosey.
Yeah, but you're upside down. Remember that.
Let's move on to the actual conversation that I want to have this podcast.
Okay. Because so far this podcast has been a shitstorm.
No, it's been good.
Nah,
it's been natural.
Natural.
It's just been a natural fuck up, which I appreciate.
The heading for this one,
As I
should be
said,
called the natural fuck up.
remember what I said at the start of the podcast? They never make a third because they fucked it up on the second.
Well, it's going that direction.
No, we'll be back. Come back. Don't ditch us, please. My God.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of things I want to talk about.
Okay.
One of them's how long have we been going for? We got ages. We got fuck tons of time. Actually, maybe not, but let's just see how we go.
Nah, let's go for it.
So we're talking about like lifts last time,
Lifts.
like giving people lifts and shit.
Oh yeah. I thought you meant like elevators. I was like, not once did we talk about elevators.
No, but I mean we can.
No.
I'm down. Anyway,
I'm down for anything. What do you want to talk about? Elevators.
Talk about lifts in my car.
Yes.
Okay. And I mentioned someone last week who hadn't talked and then who had asked for a lift. He did it again.
Is that who you're talking to before the podcast? Oh,
Yeah.
you didn't say. You didn't say you're not here. Before, when we were getting everything set up for today's episode, Jake was having a slight meltdown talking to this person.
Not a meltdown. I was just pissed off.
You you yelled, "I'm putting my phone on airplane mode," because you were so sick of the conversation you were having.
Well, this is what happened. All right. There's a guy. I want to be honest now. I'm not going to name names, and I know he's not going to fucking listen to this because
you didn't drive him to YouTube.
I'm fucking pissed. Probably going to block me on everything.
Do it.
Do it.
Yeah,
if you listen,
you wouldn't.
Fucking do it. You wouldn't.
You wouldn't.
And also, like, do it so then I can talk shit. No, I'm not here to talk shit.
But there's one guy.
This. Okay, so what happened was, didn't hear anything for like a week.
Yeah.
Okay. Last thing. All right, this is a guy as well, by the way. Everyone who's listening, who I am attracted to, and he is also gay. Okay.
Perfect
If you didn't exactly for me,
that's exactly what you want.
This is what I want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe if a girl, sorry to say,
Yeah,
but
I'm sorry.
He's gay. But for you, well done.
Yeah.
Jackpot.
Okay. But I wanted to get to know him, and he wanted to get to know me.
Yeah.
But the only time he ever spoke to me was when he needed a lift to school. He's only like he's in year 12.
Okay. Well, that's just disappointing. I think I know. I'm a little bit sus of this one.
Okay.
Because I think I know what Mr. doesn't want to catch the bus. And then he goes, I know. I get nice man Jake over here
Exactly.
to give me a lift.
And I think that's what he expected. Because a lot of people on... Okay, I met him on an app.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to say which app.
What was the app?
Grindr.
Nice.
I met him on an app, and
Wait, you just said the app, didn't you?
worked.
Or was that not the app?
Actually, maybe this is too much. He worked near me.
Okay, don't. He lives here, right?
We had a lot in common.
Yeah.
And it was crazy. So it wasn't like, it felt like we wasn't even like an app thing.
Yeah.
It felt like we were like,
You sort of had already like.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he, so didn't hear from him in ages. And the only time he ever messaged me was if he needed a lift. And I told him, like one day I told him, and this was like a few weeks ago, I was like, mate, you can't just continue to just talk to me when you need a lift. Okay. You know what he started to do after that? He started to, about an hour before I asked for the lift, message me. And then an hour later, asked for the lift. Like I'm an idiot.
Jesus.
Like I think I don't. And the thing is, like and the reason that it's brought up again is because he did it again yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, cool. He's actually talking to me. Hour later, oh, so what are you doing Wednesday? I'm like, oh, it depends what time. He's like, oh, I need to be driven to school like in the morning. I'm like, you fuck. You fuck. And like,
so I thought like maybe that night is like, hey, if you want to hang out, like I'm at work, pick me up and we can go. No, he's planning in the future.
do you know how he started that conversation?
What?
Oh, I saw you at work. He saw me at work. And I'm like, oh, you should have come and said hello. No, I was too tired
to talk. But
and I'm like,
now I'm
like,
happy to...
okay. And then an hour later, is like we talk, and I'm like, he's saying really random shit. Like he just doesn't want to talk.
Oh,
like he's just saying like
trying to further on the conversation.
and I'm like, oh, that fucking boring, am I?
Oh, God.
Oh shit, I'm saying like a lot as well. Sorry, I'm gonna stop saying like now.
That's fine.
Okay?
You won't stop. It's impossible to.
Fuck. I'm gonna hate doing this. So I asked him, I'm like, what, you should have come said hello. And he's like, I was too tired. Hour later, he asks for the lift. And then I'm like, I'll get back to you on that one. And when I say I'll get back to you on that one, I'm going to get back to you with this big fucking paragraph. And you know what? Fuck it. Should I read it out?
Does it have anything personal in it? Actually, no. Okay, no, read it out.
I'm reading it out. This guy's not listening. Even if this guy listened to the podcast, like,
this is a message sent.
My thing isn't out of anger or me being upset, because I'm not like
Consider
I'm not
yourself
desperate.
warned, bitch.
No, it's not a warning.
I know I'm pissed.
I'm trying
coming
to
for
teach.
you.
I'm trying to teach this guy, like, that he can't do this in the future to anyone else. I'm saying that I'm done with you.
Nah, Matt calls it.
Yeah.
I'm not attracted to him. Fuck him.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's not an
I wouldn't go-
attractive
I
thing.
wouldn't go
And I'm
out with
like, exactly. No one would. That's what I'm trying to tell him. I'm like, if you want to like have a relationship or even just a friendship with someone with a little bit of self like integrity,
Yeah.
then you're not gonna find it if you're just using people like that.
Yeah, that's a bit.
And
Yeah, it's sort of just like a blatant using. Like, hey, you got a car, yeah? Drive me
exactly.
around. And
And
I'll,
that's
like,
the
pretend to
only
talk to
time
him.
he wants to catch up.
Yeah.
Okay. And if you're listening to this, thank you. Keep listening.
Yeah, keep
We're not
going.
gonna talk about-
We really need the views.
We're not going to talk about like you all the time. All right. But just know that I tried to teach you a lesson and you fucked up.
Write it out. I want to.
Okay. So it starts with his name. So I'm just going to go beep.
Change his name. Change his name to like Sarah or something. Really throw him off the scent.
Hey, Sally. A few weeks ago, I gave you my honesty in saying that I didn't appreciate you only contacting me when you needed something. And I thought that maybe me being honest would make you realize how only contacting someone when you need a lift is not a very respectful thing to do. Clearly, I thought wrong. That was good. I thought, like,
I mean, I've got him on the ropes here.
I've got him on, mate, I had him on the ropes this whole fucking time. I know I told you that I would give you lifts because that's the kind of person I am. When I said that, I thought that maybe we could have been at least friends. I'm not desperate. If you want to just be friends, cool. He's a cool guy.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
sure.
he had a good personality and everything like that. Except for the part. But friends don't just expect an effort to be made without giving any effort back,
Wow,
right? Like,
this is powerful. I
don't-
wish you could be here, guys, because this is moving stuff.
thanks. Thank you. Thank you. I didn't expect anything further than a friendship, and I didn't even get that. I'm not saying this because I'm upset in any way, shape, or form. Again, I'm not angry. I'm not upset. I'm saying this to try and teach you a form of respect for the next person you meet. Because I do believe that you mean well, and maybe you were just unaware of what you were doing. I know it can be hard to be confronted like this, but I hope you take it the right way and learn off of it. If you are confused or disagree, then please explain where you're coming from. I'm open to see your side of this. Is that not a fucking, like, thank you.
Brilliant.
Thanks.
God,
Like,
where is your Oscar? I tell you what.
I-
No, that would have hit him like a freight train. Like, out of
yeah,
nowhere.
exactly. But like, it's a thing where I'm like, I'm not upset. I like helping people,
Yeah.
especially like when I know I can. Especially like with like, I don't know everything. I can't help people with everything, but when I know that I
You
can,
have the ability to help someone.
then I will.
Yeah.
And like, I used to just let shit like that slide. Like a few months ago, I would let that slide. But now, you know, as we said, you know, we got to bring it up to them. You got to be like, no, that's not how you do things.
Go check yourself. Fair enough.
Um,
I don't think that's ever. Well, I've never had a car, so like,
Yeah.
I mean, I do, but like, I mean, yeah. Since getting my license, I haven't had everyone else. I got my license quite late in the year.
yeah,
So everyone else is, didn't need lifts or anything, and I don't really.
yeah.
I don't have any. I don't really have any friends that don't have their
Because
license.
it's not a fucking normal thing you do.
Or
like-
just ask.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
And at least with friends from school, like they talk to you, they like see you outside of just school and they see you at school.
Yeah.
Like that's fine. Like if a friend comes to me and say, I want a lift, like I'm like, okay, you've done a lot for me.
Yeah.
You know, you've helped me through things. You've done a lot. I'll give you a lift. This guy has done fucking nothing. And okay, and this is another thing I want to bring up.
All right.
Okay. But where is it? I'm not going to say a lot of what he said is just so stupid. Like just
Yeah, this is turned into like a Dr. Phil podcast.
yeah, well, that's what I like. I like making people see things my way.
Yeah. I used to be
Because-
able to do a Dr. Phil impression, but I haven't done it in a while. I don't think I can do it.
Work on it. We need it.
Next week, tune in next week. I'll open the show as Dr. Phil. Our ratings will go down instantly.
So we were talking Like, we weren't talking. I was pretty much like telling him no.
Mm.
And he says, I don't know what you're expecting then. I said, all I was expecting was some effort in return of my effort. But maybe that was too much to ask. That was like
Oh.
that was the right fucking
Oh, that was the right hook.
Yeah, that was the right hook.
That shook him. That
And-
shook him big time.
And he said, I don't get what you mean by effort. Like, isn't wanting you God,
Oh,
Aaron,
the feelings
listen,
are bubbling up
listen to this coming out of my mouth.
Coming out of you. Oh, okay. Is this his words?
This is his words, and this is what he said, and this is what I feared. This is why I want to teach this guy.
You just
Like,
like fucking listen.
Isn't wanting you to pick me up kinda effort?
What the fuck? What?
That's what he said.
Jeez.
He said, like, isn't me wanting you to pick me up effort?
So, like, in his mind, allowing you to pick him up and drive him places
Mhm.
is his form of
Effort.
putting an effort. My lord.
I'm shaken. I'm actually
I'm a little bit unsettled. I got goosebumps. Like,
same.
that's ridiculous.
But do you see, like, you see where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
Like, and this is what I feared. I was like, this guy, he's not a prick. He's just fucking stupid. Like,
Right, he's not a bad guy. He's just so fucking dumb. Like,
he's dumb. That's
yeah,
dumb. That's like, you don't understand things. You don't understand how life works. Petrol's expensive. Time's expensive. All you did was fucking sit there and I did all the effort. That's
I was begging Jake to tell me what he was talking about.
and it was
before
so
we
hard
started
for
this.
me to like actually like rant about this beforehand, and that's why it's coming out now in like in waves. Okay, that's all I want to. That's all I want.
That's amazing.
That's all I want to share. But like, isn't me like it's like I offered for you to pick me up.
Hey, I asked you to do me a favor. Isn't that enough, dude?
Yeah,
Like, it's like he's saying, me wanting your business, isn't that like payment enough?
yeah,
It's like, that's like, I'm saying like now. Oh, how the tables have turned. It's like hiring someone to do your landscaping.
yeah.
And then when they go, hey, that'll be like $300. You go, hey, isn't me like asking you
Yep.
to do the job? Isn't that enough? Like, why are you asking for like? That's pretty much what he's doing.
Yeah.
That's
I don't
so
know
bad.
anyone in this world that who thinks that that's okay,
Yeah, that's
because like,
a bit much.
yeah, okay, maybe you
So I'm just
getting angry at
slowly. I'm gonna get a back problem because my mic stand is slowly getting lower and lower.
Look at the table, man. Anyway, like, I just don't
Get
know.
hardwood tables, guys. Just listen to me. Trust me.
We'll invest in it later on.
Yeah.
I just don't know someone who would think like that, because like, I get it. Like, you want to catch up. He's in year 12. You're busy, but like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
Like,
busy too.
yeah, I'm
and,
working.
Like, I've taken time out of my day to,
Do you a favor?
because I did. I like picked him up a couple times. I'm like, okay, I'll give him a chance. Didn't hear from him in a week, almost 2 weeks. And then he messaged me out of the blue. And I'm like, oh, cool. Okay, so maybe he's changed his mind. And then an hour later, can I have a lift? And then my fears had come true. And it's not even fears as in like for me. It's just like fears for him. Like,
Because he didn't know what was coming.
because like, as I said, I got along with him.
Yeah.
So I wanted him to do well in life. And you're not gonna fucking like, you're not gonna do well if you're gonna use someone like that.
It's like expecting a job just because you applied for it.
Yeah.
Like, no.
No,
Put in effort, dude.
exactly. You got to put.
Where is this guy?
I'm not gonna say. It's like a riot.
What's
It's
his
like,
address?
What's going on? No, but if he actually listens, I don't think he cares enough to. Oof.
I'm
That
so
was
sorry.
raunchy.
everyone.
I don't think he honestly like cares enough to fucking take time out of his day to listen to.
Yeah.
Because obviously,
listening to the podcast doesn't get him to school.
no. Exactly.
I feel so sorry for him. Actually, no, I don't.
No, don't.
Wait, well, no. But
No.
like, I was trying to think.
And this is another thing I was thinking of today. If you are ashamed or if you know that something is shit and you don't want it to be public, then you don't fucking do that thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like-
I guess.
like-
If ever, like, literally, if really no one you'll come across will agree with something you're doing, that's probably, it's probably not good.
No one, everyone I've told, and mate, if you're listening, I've told people because I've tried to
Well, you're
wrap my
telling
head
me-
around this shit.
If we get as many views as we did last week, you've told about 150 people.
Yeah.
But I'm
This
gonna
mic-
I'm gonna hold my
just
mic.
hold it. Do a me. Hold it.
Make sure I don't turn it off, and make sure this doesn't last long. There we go.
So, and I think another thing that I want to be completely clear about. Sorry if you hear bangs. That's fine.
Okay,
don't
it's
worry.
just technical difficulties, guys.
Technical difficulties. That happens. All right.
There you go.
I want to clear the air about this. I'm not saying this again because I'm upset. I'm angry because I'm hurt. I couldn't care less. Like I'm busy, but at the same time, like we've met each other. I like him.
Yeah.
Not like him, but I like him as a person.
Yeah.
And I think that's just an area in his life, in his personality, that really needs fucking tweaking. Is that you don't get, like, asking me to pick you up is an effort.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know what I hope? I hope and wish is that he decides to watch the podcast so he has something to talk to you about before asking you for a lift. He's like, haha, maybe this will be a bit of a conversation starter. Like, I'll be able to start it with, I watched your podcast. He turns on literally within the first 10 minutes. I was talking to this guy, right? Who I fucking hate. Like, I apologize.
Yeah.
I hope
I hope he listens to it too, but I don't want him to use it as a conversation starter to fucking ask me for a lift. And I think he got the picture now. I think he got it. But he probably hasn't learned his lesson because that's just how people are.
Yeah.
If
Well,
they
you'll
think
have to
they're right.
keep us updated, see if he messages you.
No,
Now that he knows-
I've left him on red, guys.
Oh.
Fuck him. I'm leaving him red. He just what happened was if we're going back to the metaphor of like boxing, like the 1-2 punch.
Oh, yeah.
Like he took a swing, I ducked, and he just fell on his face, and I'm just sitting there waiting for him to get back up. And if he doesn't, then
Is
I
that
win.
your metaphor for leaving him on red?
Yeah.
Just that. This is a massive metaphor.
Yeah.
But you just reading the message.
Yeah.
No, well, you got to do what you got to do. That's a powerful sign, though.
But it's like,
Fuck yeah.
thanks, thank you.
Wow.
I appreciate that. That's why I just wanted to fucking talk to someone about it.
There's just so many things that, like, you know, those things, but like you watch the news or something, or you watch something, and you just see a story or just see a situation that is just so bullshit, and you go, fuck, I wish I had some type of authority to make sure this. It's like that news story, that ridiculous news story lately of those two chicks that
Who got off of beating up a fucking
they
paramedic?
bashed a paramedic, and this is what shits me
Yeah.
eternally, because like, yeah, no matter what, you bash a paramedic, you should be getting in trouble in some way. But there's a mandatory prison sentence attached to attacking emergency workers or like medical workers and stuff.
Yeah, especially
it's
while
a
they're
law-
working.
It's a law brought in
Yeah.
saying if you attack a paramedic or anyone who's like an emergency service worker, emergency work, I don't know, a paramedic, we'll run with that. And like while they're doing their job, it's like a 6 month to a year mandatory sentence. Like you have to be given this sentence
Yeah.
if you do that thing. They did the thing and didn't get given the sentence.
That's
Look,
what's fucked.
what's the point of a fucking mandatory sentence
Yeah.
if it's not mandatory?
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Like
And, oh my God. And you just feel like you just want to be there and stand up. And
you want
just,
to
like,
be in as you said in the position of authority that can change that can say, no, hang on a minute, you can serve fucking time. Like
yeah.
you can
Or just to talk to the judge and go, wait, so there's this mandatory sentence
Yeah.
that you have to give, right?
Yeah.
And she'll be like, yeah. And I'm not saying she, generalizing.
Yeah.
The judge was
Wasn't
a
she?
woman.
Yeah.
She'll go like, yeah. I'll be like, what the fuck does mandatory mean?
Yeah.
And she'll be like, has to happen. Mm.
Yeah.
And you go, well, fucking why isn't it not happening?
Yeah.
It's just, it's beyond me. Especially someone who's we look to judges to have the final say
Yeah.
on what
Like
happens.
they're the people of reason. Like
They're the people that put bad people away
Yep.
and give bad people punishments.
Yep.
The people who didn't do something bad, but people might think they did, they're the people who decide that.
Yeah.
If we can't trust them to make the right fucking decision,
Mm.
what's the point? What is the point in living anymore?
Yeah. Exactly.
Bullshit.
Like when you get, that's why now, when I get the chance to be someone who can make a difference,
Yeah.
and make something better,
Yeah.
I take that chance.
Yeah.
I take, like, it's an opportunity, and you got to take it.
Yeah, well, like, maybe, hopefully, if this podcast does go the way we want it to go,
It will.
we'll get... yeah, there you go. We always glass half full. When this podcast gets to where we want it to go,
Yeah.
hopefully, we'll get into the position where what we say has an impact.
Yeah.
So that's why maybe now we're just talking more shit than not.
Yeah.
Because we're like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's just our mates. But
Yeah.
like, if we get to the point where really like what we say matters, then yeah, maybe we'll be able to be what I was talking about and be in a position where,
Mm.
you know, we can, if something's just bullshit, like
Yep.
just and everyone agrees, then yeah,
Definitely.
we be able to change it.
have like be an influencer.
Yeah, and we won't fuck it up royally like
Oh, we will.
Logan Paul did.
Oh, I mean, but it's not like I feel like what we're doing now is good as well.
Yeah.
Like, because we've got very, I guess, grounded views. We don't have like,
Yeah.
we're not like white supremacists. We're not like feminazis.
We have correct opinions. Our
Yeah.
opinions are right.
Yeah, exactly. And
Everyone-
until you see our opinion.
Yeah, so everyone who doesn't agree with us is just wrong. And I think it's my job to correct everyone about how wrong their opinions are. And I think that's something that's not wrong
Yeah.
for me. It's the whole point of an opinion. Like,
Well, here's a nice little topic of conversation to really get people talking.
oh, you have something?
Yeah, I got some.
Oh,
This is the thing. What time is it? Oh, we got 10 minutes. We got 10, 15 minutes.
left?
Yeah.
I've been talking for that long.
Hey, when someone needs teaching, I teach.
When someone needs a lesson, I get out the ruler.
Exactly.
That sounded way kinkier than I wanted it
Hey.
to sound.
It should be. That's how it should be.
Yeah,
Should
well,
be kinky,
it's an insight into my problem.
especially this podcast.
This is going to be the kinky.
Anyway, let's get to this because
Alright.
I've got to talk.
Alright.
I was going through it was Wednesday last week. I was going through my morning routine. That's wake up,
Yep.
eat breakfast,
Yep.
go for a run.
Oh, that
Okay.
is a whole lot different to my morning routine.
Yeah, it's
Wake up, sit in bed for 30 minutes on my phone,
Yeah,
think about going for a run, make food that is not for breakfast whatsoever, and then sit down and play Xbox.
oh, that's I wish that could be my life.
Yeah, but then yeah, you don't.
But you still look good.
No. You don't get this type of body for going on runs, guys. Come on. But you got to be smart about it. If you want to look like me, stop going outside. It's the wrong direction. Anyway,
Everyone should look to Aaron for health
Yeah,
advice.
if you want to look like the god I am, just eat shit and sit down, guys. Come
We'll
on.
go to Macca's after this.
Yeah, we are going to make us after this.
Yeah. Shit, I just bumped something. Sorry. Anyway,
Yeah, morning routine.
I was on my run.
Yes.
I was running. Actually, at this stage, I was walking because I go on like runs and then I stop and I walk.
Yeah.
Okay. I was walking. I was in my Hufflepuff beanie and everything.
Yes.
There was a lady.
Wow.
Walking. Opposite to me, coming down. So we were on the same side.
So she was walking towards you.
Yeah, thanks, Aaron.
No worries.
Walking towards me. A lady walking towards me. Saw me. Walked across the road. Walk on the other side of the road.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, maybe her house is there. but she just like kept walking.
How dare she?
And no, hang on. I think this is going to be very controversial.
Oh, I'm worried.
Don't be worried. Don't be worried. I feel like this is something that needs to be talked about more.
Okay.
And that's that we focus, rightfully so, because it's good to focus on it.
Yeah.
On like women safety and all of that
Yeah.
in society and everything.
Yes.
But this lady looked at me and walked across on the other side of the road because she was threatened by me.
Right.
This lady was threatened by me for no reason. And to be fair, she might have had a terrible experience with a guy in the past.
That's fair.
But I'm not assuming anything.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know whether I'm the only guy in this entire world who thinks like this. But when I walk past people, I get scared. But not because I'm scared of them, but because I'm like quite like empathetic.
Yeah.
Like, is that the right word? Put myself in other people's shoes.
Yes, empathetic. Yeah.
Yeah. The way that everyone puts like rape and everything like that.
Yeah. I'm gonna chuck this in really quick.
Chuck it in.
Like, this is gonna. It's from the start. It's gonna
talk about.
Relevant.
Don't worry about the.
No. I'm making a point.
Yeah.
Rape. One of the worst things that can be done, right?
Yeah.
But like, I feel people are too scared to talk about it.
Yeah.
Like, I can say, like, the thing is, I go, oh, I'm gonna bloody kill you. Oh, he killed some guy. He killed
Yeah.
He looks like a murderer. Blah 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 blah.
Mm.
And it goes without a wink of like without a blink of the like of an I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
No one cares. No one cares if you go, oh, I'm gonna kill you. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
If you say the word rape,
Yeah.
everyone turns their head and freaks out and goes,
Yeah.
oh no, you can't talk.
Mm.
Like, generally,
Yeah.
it's horrible
Of course.
in every way.
Yeah.
But it's not so horrible that you can't talk about it, especially when like it's you're not killing like.
Yeah.
I've just dug myself into a hole. I've just realized.
No,
And
keep
I'm
going. This
trying
is
to-
because I
I'm-
get what you're trying to say.
I'm
It's
trying to
like-
get out of it. Like, it's horrendous, and I'm not saying it's not bad, but it's like there are things just as bad,
Yeah.
right? But rape is like one of the only things in terms of like attacking someone or
Yeah.
assaults or something that people don't want to talk about.
Yeah.
Because it seems so like it
Exactly.
seems worse than everything else.
Mhm.
When there's like murder,
Yeah.
killing someone, ending a person's life,
Mm.
would in terms of like the justice system is worse.
Yeah.
But like everyone, it's just a joke.
Yeah.
So I feel like people need to stop holding it so high
Yeah.
and be able to, because what made me think about it, and you might go like, oh, Aaron, why the fuck are you bringing this up?
Yeah.
Like Jake was about to say rape
Yeah.
and winced and took a step back and thought, I saw him though.
I did. I stopped.
Can I say it? Like,
Yeah.
is it bad? Shouldn't, everything's just as, like, there's things just as bad,
Yeah.
but that we talk about. So it all should be, because if you get to a point where you can't talk about something,
Yeah.
then nothing will happen about it. Anyway, sorry,
exactly.
this is a thought that I've had before.
Yeah.
I'm just
Well, it's good
chucked
to, it's
it in.
good to bring
Anyway,
it up. Where was I?
Balls back to Jake.
So sometimes, I think this is where I was. Sometimes when I walk past people on the street, I get scared, not because I'm scared of them, but because, as I said, I'm empathetic. I get scared that they might feel threatened by me.
Right.
Like, I feel like, and that's just how, like, through media, through just like society, like people talking,
Yeah.
just the way we
Social media.
social
especially.
media, like, and just like the social network and everything like that.
Yeah.
I feel like it's changed the way I can just like walk on the streets, because I feel like I'm this big threatening guy, and that lady kind of cemented that idea in my head. She walked across the road because she was threatened by me, and people know me.
Yeah.
I mean,
You're a little teddy bear.
yeah, exactly. But
Yeah.
she looked at me. As soon as she saw me, she walked across the road. Sure, not everyone does this, but I know that there's a lot of people who, when they walk past someone, because I've heard it from people before, they get scared.
See, I'm going to say, not to lessen the story you just said,
Yeah,
but it must be such a luxury going, oh, you know, because I'm so tall and muscly, people get scared of me. Like, the best I get is like, you know, it's probably, you know, in terms of this conversation, I'm like your dream, because people see me and they go, oh, he can't run. Yeah. I'll be all right. I'll be able to outrun him. I can just, if he wants to steal my bag, I just hold it above my head. He won't be able to reach it. Like, that's the type of like immediate sort of thought people will make about me. Yeah. I'm the other person. I'll see like some chick walking a puppy. Yeah. And I'll be like, yeah, well, what if that's just a cover? What if she's actually gonna stab me?
So you are the person who gets scared.
I'm so paranoid.
Okay.
I assume that every car, like if it's past 6 o'clock, I assume every car is about to pull over and take me. Like, but the thing is, I'm almost 19. Yeah. I'm not the demographic that pedophiles are going for. Yeah. But I still assume that, like, if a van drives past, they're like gonna pull over and pull me into it. Yeah. Like, why? Yeah. I'm just such a pussy. Like, I'm not.
Yeah. I don't know. I think.
So sorry, I keep interrupting. What was the moral of the like?
The moral of the story is, I feel like we need to talk about everyone and how they can be impacted by a certain topic. So, you know, like how rape is very directed at, like, it kind of affects women.
Yeah. More like, and that's through more social media and stuff.
And like media,
and
like,
obviously, we're not saying that project. We're not saying that like it only affects women. Yeah. And I'm not going to pretend that it doesn't affect women more than men. Yeah. But it's generally a conversation aimed at as women as the subject. Mm-hmm. Or like for women to, like, a conversation for women to have between women. Yeah. About men. Yeah. Yeah.
It's one of those things. I think that the sooner that we, I guess, make it equal, not because I know it's not equal. I know that there is definitely a disproportion.
Like, open the conversation up to everyone.
To everyone.
Yeah. Definitely.
I feel like that way we can kind of see the innocence in everyone, instead of, you know, walking across the road. Yeah. In fear of me. Yeah. In fear of what I can do.
Yeah. And me being in fear of what a 22-year-old jogger with a Dalmatian puppy can do.
Exactly.
To me.
Yeah.
A short and chubby 18-year-old. Yeah. No, I'm a target, I tell you. Nah, I agree. I feel like, how are we going for time?
53 minutes.
53 minutes?
Yeah. But we got time. We got like an hour.
Okay. This might be a slightly longer episode. It's all right. Yeah. This will be a quick note. I've noticed that lately, a lot in society, it feels like this might be very...
You sound like English teachers.
Honestly.
Society.
In society. This might be a very real topic to end the podcast on, but I just wanted to make the note, and we can bring it up next week if we need. But it feels like lately, in terms of like societies, and especially you can see it on social media, there are people that feel like because some people haven't experienced a certain thing, they're not deserving on being a part of a conversation.
Yeah, being able to discuss it.
Yeah. So, like, which really is the worst thing. What I think is one of the worst things that can happen. Because, like, obviously, I'm gonna like. This is obviously it's a generalization to some and like an obvious thing to others. But I'm just gonna say this is like the classic like, oh, you're a straight white male. Yeah. You're privileged. Blah 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 blah. You can't talk. I've seen videos of like it's some conversation about sexism and blah blah and talking about, and it's two women talking. Yeah. Which is, I'm not saying, so that how bad is that? Two women talking about sexism. Yeah. And obviously, in some instances, I'm not going to get into my views on it. In something like sexism is a conversation to be had. Mm-hmm. And a man put up his hand. It was like an open conversation. A man put up his hand and asked a question. Like, what do you think about this type of evidence that says contrary to yours? And instantly, they didn't answer his question. They said, you wouldn't understand what we're talking about, or you aren't really part of this conversation because you're a man.
Yeah.
And when,
Not true.
like, obviously there are topics that don't involve people.
Mhm.
Like me, I don't know, if I go, like, yeah, like, if, like, oh, I hate it going into the male toilets and all the urinals are all fucked and the flush doesn't work.
Yeah.
And a chick going, oh, but no. Like, it's not a conversation that directly involves a woman because it's about a male toilet. But, like, yeah, like, if I, with conversations like, if you block off, like, half a population about talking about a thing because you think it doesn't involve them, then you're literally just going to be bouncing your own ideas at a wall.
Yeah.
And they're just going to be coming straight back to you. You're not going to get
Yeah.
any difference in ideas. So if there's a problem, but you don't allow anyone else to help solve it, then it won't be solved. Because if it's a problem that you and only you could solve, you would have solved it already.
Exactly.
So, like, and especially things like sexism, where it's, either a man sexist towards a woman or a woman sexist towards a man.
Yeah.
If you cut it in half and don't let anyone talk about it, only women talk about it, you're talking about sexism from men. If you don't let men have that conversation, nothing's going to change because you're not letting them into it.
Exactly.
If they're a problem, you're not talk to them about it or something. And I'm saying this, not putting a stance down and saying, I believe this, I believe that. I'm trying to be as neutral as possible.
Yeah, and you are. Trust me.
Yeah. But, it's just things like that. It's just, you got to open up. Conversations nowadays, it's become very, very,
one-sided.
Yeah. But in all conversations, like, everyone has their cliques and they don't open up a conversation to any other person. It's either racism, white people aren't a part of the conversation. Whereas,
exactly.
But, like, you can't have race, racism isn't exclusively between one race, between multiple races.
Yeah.
So you can't solve an issue if you cut out everyone a part of it.
Yeah.
And, sexism and, like, homophobia and all these things, if it's a problem between one person and another, but you don't let one of the people talk, nothing's going to get solved. So I think society-wise, we have to open conversations up and don't say to people, you're the problem, you don't get to talk.
Yeah, because that's a lot of what happens, like, nowadays.
Yeah. Like,
is
you're the problem.
Yeah.
So don't talk. You don't get to be a part of the solution.
Yeah, exactly. And that's not how it should be done.
Exactly.
Because until, like, and sometimes people are stubborn and they can't find a middle ground on things, but that's very individual. Like, the group as a whole, they'll find, like, if you open the conversation up, we're going for 57 minutes. So we're
what does it say? How long have we gone for?
just bottom that right there.
Oh, perfect.
58
Okay.
exactly right now. But if you open the conversation up, the population as a whole will agree to it. But when we say open the conversation up, it's not a thing that can just happen like that. It's a thing that has to happen worldwide.
Yeah.
Until, or like at least, within your society.
Yeah.
It has to be opened up within your, like, group of society. And until then, like, shit's not going to get fixed because at the moment, like, you've got, like, as you said, you've got, like, there's racism, there's sexism, and all of that, like homophobia, and a lot of that stuff is cut off to only the people. Like, when we talk about the LGBTI community, okay? So when we talk about all of that, it's a lot of people, and I'm from that, and I know that a lot of people cut the discussion off to just they talk.
Yeah, they talk about their problems.
Yeah, and if anyone else talks about it, then they get offended and they hate it, and they hate people discussing about stuff like this because they think they've got the answer. But unfortunately, like, it's like communism. And I hate to bring up communism, but it's like, it's perfect on paper.
Yeah.
And your view might be perfect in your head or on paper, but when it's put in practice, like, you need to find a middle ground. There's no.
That's the thing. Like, everything's perfect in your head.
Yeah.
Because when you think about it, it only involves you and the people that you want to be around.
Yeah.
Whereas if you got a problem that involves everyone, if you cut off half of everyone,
Yeah.
then it's not going to be a solvable problem.
No, it's going to
And-
continue to occur.
Yeah, I don't know. We get told as kids, 2 heads are better than one, 2 minds are better than one.
Yeah.
From kids, like from childhood,
Yeah.
2 heads are better than one. When does that? When did that stop? When did
Exactly.
the idea of like working with everyone
Yeah.
to reach a common goal?
Yeah.
When did that? Yeah, when did that pause?
I think
and
it. I
turn
think it,
into everyone for themselves.
Yeah, I think it hasn't paused. It's just that people are using like 2 heads from the same like idea.
Yeah,
So like it'd be, for example, if I was to be like that and I was to be offended by, homophobia, which I am, but
Yeah.
I'm willing to discuss. But if I wasn't, I would go to someone else involved,
who
in-
is?
who is
Yeah.
gay or who is whatever. And that's the second head that I would get.
Yeah,
Like they it's kind of like you find your groups, and that's just the natural kind of like human thing to do. But we're civilized now. Like we understand how we think, and we can kind of break that.
Yeah.
We can use 2 heads with different views, and that will find that's like the perfect world right there.
Yeah.
It's not perfect, but that's as perfect as it's get.
all right. God, well, our podcast turned into some
Every
Some
time it's going to be deep as
deep
shit.
conversation about societal issues. But I think
Yeah.
it's time to wrap this one up.
Yeah.
I reckon we've almost hit an hour.
We've hit an hour.
We have.
We've hit an hour, and that felt like nothing.
Yeah, I lost track of time. You're like, yeah, we got like 10 minutes left.
Yeah.
Like, what? We've
Yeah.
been talking about Jake's relationship issues the entire time.
Hey, wasn't my relationship issues. It was the fact that I wanted to teach this idiot a lesson. He's a nice guy, though.
Oh, I'm sure.
Nice guy.
You really painted him in a good light.
He's a nice guy, but he's an idiot.
No. Well, there
Anyway,
you go.
I'm not. Let's just not get into that conversation.
No.
More at Macca's.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have more next week.
Maybe you'll have. Maybe he'll message
Be like
back
a segment
and
on
we'll
our show.
have, let's see what. Now it comes down to what did unnamed.
Beep.
Oh, you haven't even told me his name, so I couldn't even make up
No.
some.
Exactly.
And you will now.
Sally, I think I called him.
Yeah, there you go. What did Sally say this week? Yeah, full on segment.
Let's do it. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. We hope that you enjoyed it.
Yes. Just in the opening of our last show,
Yeah.
our first show, we talked about what we wanted this podcast to be on. Well, we finally put it on all the things. It's on YouTube under the Spare Room. It's on iTunes.
Yep.
iTunes podcast under the Spare Room.
Yeah.
It's on SoundCloud
Yeah.
under
Spare room.
the Spare Room. I didn't know. I didn't make the SoundCloud. And we're on Facebook and Instagram under the Spare Room, obviously.
Yep.
So give us a look, share us around,
Mhm.
tell your friends. And it will really help us out, I think.
Exactly. We plan to do a lot of stuff that we hope that you do enjoy.
Yeah.
And we know you will, because we know you.
Yeah.
We know you.
We know who you are.
Watching you.
I'm there now.
You bitches.
See you later.
Just-
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 See you later.